in the NBA All-Star Game. Good to have you along on 2K Sports.
Yeah, and I'm looking for the temperature to start to rise here a little bit in this second half.
Yeah, I'm exactly with you there. I think we'll see a little less showmanship and a little more intensity from here on out.
And we welcome you back. The biggest stars of the league are putting on a show here at the All-Star Game.
And we're seeing some world-class basketball being played here tonight.
That's exactly what you'd expect coming from the absolute greatest players on the planet.
Davis is out there with Brown. Then it's Harden. Then it's Curry. And it's KD in at the 5. That's the 5 out there for the East All-Stars. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Davis. Curry against Young. Curry passes to Tatum. And Stephen Curry with the foul.
Stephen Curry.
And that'll be his third foul so far.
And we know the All-Star Game is mostly about entertaining, but trust me, these players still want to win, and what we're seeing is that competitive drive really starting to kick in.
Now, here's Doncic. James outside. Some nice passing here by the West. Here's Young. And the rejection by Tatum.
And how about the craftiness from Tatum? He plays smart, quick hands on defense, and able to block the shot.
Here is Harden. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. The West grabs the miss. Jokic has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. I think you're right. You know, the complexion of the game usually does change at some point. Things get a little more serious. And, as you know, especially in the second half, great guys start to play with a little bit more intensity.
Yeah, that's a really good point. And that's what's starting to happen now. I mean, these guys are such great competitors. And even on a night as fun as this one, you just can't take that will to win away from any of them.
The East All-Stars have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far.
And even if you're not a fan of Curry, or a fan of his team, you can't help but marvel at some of the shots this guy sinks on a nightly basis.
He's off on the second. The West leading by 6. And here's Giannis. 8 points for him. And the double up out of Antetokounmpo. On its way from Young for 2. They grab their own miss. Here's Jokic. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
And that's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Not sure if anybody has a better feel for the game than the man standing at the line. Jokic in elite company in that respect.
Curry kicks to Brown. Pass to Harden. James against Tatum. Durant trying to break free. Tatum gets the bucket. Tatum's got his second bucket of the night.
And he's been passive today, but maybe that's what he needs to get him going, because for them to be successful, he's got to be a little more selfish.
And they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
The East trail by 7. Brown outside. He kicks it to Harden. Outside Curry. Now, here is Harden. Outside Tatum. Shot clock at 6. Harden with the step.
Hey, defenders already have a lot to worry about with Tatum scoring. And he's making passes like that, too. Watch out.
Now, here's Doncic. 9 points in the game so far. Young against Curry. The kick out to Young. And another shot. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
That's a nice job by Jokic getting fouled in the act, and we know he's going to cash in most times.
The West All-Stars have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line. And Jokic drops them both. Here is Harden. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Brown outside. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
We know Curry has tremendous vision, and he uses it to tee up his teammates for easy shots.
Back to Doncic. The pass to Jokic. Jokic draws the double. Young in the corner. Just 5 on the clock. Takes the 3. And Tatum pulls it down.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
Curry dishes to Tatum. Back to Curry. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 6 assists in the game.
You know, at close range, Curry has a plethora of shots. You simply can't allow him to get those looks.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. 8 points for him. James finds Young. Jokic on the follow. Jokic has got 9 points in the quarter.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there.
And great instincts, too, guys, anticipating where the miss was going.
And how about mixing it up inside there? Steph, still a threat. That nimbleness he has helps him to get that shot off.
Free throw good. Curry. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for the West. And both free throws good for Curry. And so Doncic will bring it up for the West All-Stars. They've led by as many as 14 points. Pass to Jokic. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Durant deciding where to go with it. The 3 from Harden. That shot off the mark. The West All-Stars will go the other way with it.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Boy, in his relatively short career, Giannis has figured out just about every way to get the ball in the basket, even with a guy draped all over him.
Now here's Curry. He's got 8. Kicks it to Brown. Outside, KD. Pass to Curry. Good ball movement here by the East. 5 to shoot. Brown the pass to Curry. From deep. West All-Stars with the rebound. Jokic has got rebound number 13 with that last one. Leonard with the bucket.
And, you know, the improvement we've seen over the years from Leonard has been incredible, especially his three-point shooting.
Harden outside. Pass to Brown. Back to Harden. They need this. And the jam by Harden.
Harden throwing it down right in their faces. Don't be so mean, James.
Leonard the bounce pass. Back to Doncic. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
Now here's Durant. He's got 12. And he drops in the layup off the glass. KD's got 14 points for the game.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defender.
Giannis passes to Leonard. Jokic trying to free himself up, and it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists tonight. Timeout called. East All-Stars. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And it's a completely new group for the East All-Stars. Then for the West All-Stars, Sabonis, he's checked in for Jokic. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Garland in for Trae Young. And the West All-Stars have possession. The West leading by 9. Leonard kicks to Garland. Doncic feeling it out. From deep three-point range, that one misses. And the East now will go the other way with it. Here's Adebayo. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
That is not a simple finish by any means. Adebayo had to keep his focus, makes the D think twice about getting physical with him.
Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for the West. Devin Booker comes in for Doncic. Here's Garland. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. The pass to Booker. Garland kicks to Booker. Ingram outside. No good with the triple. The East trail by 6. Outside, George. Booker against Beal. Pass to Adebayo. 5 on the clock. Outside, George. They get it again. Trying to get open is Adebayo. And that one's good by Davis. Davis has got 10 points in the game.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball, and Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He has 7. And DeRozan sends it back.
Anytime DeRozan can come up for the block, gets the whole team energized.
And it's slammed in by Davis.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now, who knows?
And it's Adebayo with the ball for the East All-Stars. Trailing by 5. The offensive rebound. Davis with the bucket.
Anthony Davis for 2.
Garland with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. That's tipped. Stolen by George. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. And it's now only a 1-point West All-Star lead. Gilgeous-Alexander's gone 4 for 4 shooting tonight. Booker outside. Passes it to Ingram. Ball's knocked loose. Adebayo passes to Beal. Good ball movement here by the East. A minute 50 left to play in the third. Back to George. Down to 5 on the shot clock for the lead. A shot, no good. Now the West All-Stars the other way. They've led by as many as 14 points. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And you can tolerate gas like that sometimes. But in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
And the East All-Stars with some changes. Siakam is checked in for Adebayo. And Jaylen Brown subbed in for Paul George. Then for the West All-Stars, LeBron comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Garland. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
After getting smoked earlier in this game, they battled back to take the lead. Kudos to them.
Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the East All-Stars?
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
And tonight we've also seen a lot of great play from them inside. They've been consistent in terms of attacking the interior of this D.
Booker outside. Pass to Ingram. DeRozan with it. Back to Ingram. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
East All-Stars on offense. They're on an 18-7 run. Brown against Ingram. Brown, good. Brown's got the lead up to 4 now for the East All-Stars.
Give credit to the defense. They were right there on Brown. Ultimately, though, he's too smart and too confident near the hoop to have any effect.
Now here's DeRozan. 5 points in the game. In the corner, it's Ingram. Puts up a 3. Doesn't go that time.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Brown finds Beal. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
And people thought Beal was just a shooter out of college, but he rounded out his game when he learned how to finish through contact.
Now here's Booker after LeBron James's miss. Back to Booker. Second shot opportunity. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. 6 points for Devin Booker.
Outstanding decision-making by Ingram there, working it to the open man. Really good possession. What a move that time. Crossed up the whole building on that play.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line.
Substitution on the court.
That's good from Stephen Curry. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the 3rd quarter. It's been a good one. East All-Stars lead by 7. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the 4th quarter. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
Well, we're back on a night that's always a highlight of any NBA season. We're live from the All-Star game.
And, you know, you always look forward to this game, and this one certainly has lived up to the billing so far.
There is not another show in sports quite like the NBA All-Star game, is there?
On the court for the West All-Stars, getting the 4th quarter going. They've got LeBron James. Doncic out there with Trae Young. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Jokic in at the center, filling out the middle. Now, Giannis. after Jaylen Brown's three-pointer that didn't go. Doncic, bounce pass. Durant against Jokic. Back to Doncic. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic.
Well, we know how good Doncic is with the ball, pulling up off the dribble, so it does him a bunch of good when he's converting his catch-and-shoot jumpers as well. Balances out his offensive game.
Now here's Curry. Here's Harden. Count it. Good. And it's 8 points for James Harden.
Tell you what, guys, this has clearly been his half. When he's getting to his spots, shooting the ball with confidence, excellent turnaround for him.
Here's Giannis. James, the pass to Young. Doncic outside. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Harden finds Brown. KD against LeBron. Durant, the pass to Brown. It's thrown about to Kumbo. Durant against LeBron. Count that one, and the East All-Stars lead has been cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, you know, LeBron is already top 10 in career assists, okay? And he's also continuing to rack up the dimes and climbing just about every all-time chart there is in the NBA.
And Brown throws it down.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Giannis, that's a two-pointer. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Harden the pass to Tatum, and he could not get them one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Jokic.
And Tatum does a little bit of everything, and he's especially skilled down low. Fantastic at drawing the defense into him and playing off the contact while he's going up for a shot.
The first one falls.
Well, they're doing really good work at the free throw line this half. I think that bodes well for their chances to close this game out.
And so Tatum nails them both. The West trails by 6. Doncic kicks to Young. Back to Doncic. The pass to Jokic. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got 5 assists tonight.
Well, I so enjoy watching Jokic play. I mean, really enjoying him tonight, scoring a bunch of points, and his offensive game is just a beautiful thing to behold.
Tatum no good. Here's LeBron. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Now here's Durant. Here's Brown. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
I like the confidence and the assurance that Brown is taking these shots with. I mean, his mid-range game is actually on point.
Here's Doncic. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. The East leading by 4. Tatum dishes to Harden. Curry against Young. And the basket by Curry. Curry's got 10 points in just the second half.
Steph's got such rush hour handles, boy. Curry sometimes impossible to contain with his ball handling and array of moves.
Now, here is Young. Pass to Jokic. Three-pointer. The kick out to Young. Giannis outside. It's good from long range.
And they've shown a little extra hustle on the offensive glass here in the second half. Add up for them, and they can use every one of them.
Timeout called. East All-Stars.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
The West All-Stars on D. Curry passes to Durant. He dishes it to Brown. Brown jams it in.
I'll tell you what, a lot of shimmy and rim rattling going on in this one tonight, guys.
These guys are spending more time in the air than they are on the ground, that's for sure.
Now, here is Young, and he comes up with the deuce.
And some crafty inside play from Young, finding a way around the defense to get his shot.
Young against Curry. Brown outside. Left side, KD. From down in the low post, it goes. And the East leads by 5.
Easy feasting for KD. I mean, he's been killing them tonight. They just don't have an answer for him.
And Young kicks to LeBron. Over Tatum. And that one goes long.
Unnecessary to go to the fadeaway there. It wasn't needed. Could have just kept it simple and taken the easy shot.
Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play. And sends Jason Tatum to the free throw line.
For one.
That's on LeBron James. And that one falls for Tatum.
And making the most of their opportunities at the line here in the second half.
Doncic outside. Passes it to Jokic. He kicks it to Antetokounmpo. Now Doncic. Fires from the wing. It's hauled in by the East. To the inside. Tatum. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 5th assist in this one.
Tatum takes some contact but pushes through to get his shot. That's good aggressiveness there.
Now, here's Doncic. Giannis outside. Back to Doncic. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Young against Curry. Kicks to Tatum. And stolen by LeBron. Jokic against Durant. The West again cannot hit. The East leading by 10. Curry outside. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
Wow, as he flipped the switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Timeout called here by the East. They're going to talk it over.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, Jason Tatum.
You know, honestly, I'm a bit in shock. I mean, he couldn't miss. Just look at this stat line. You've got to really see it to believe it. Complete confidence and all-out effort from him. And, you know, he made sure this was his night in spades.
And the tradition and honor of just being invited to play here, let alone receiving honors of All-Star Game MVP. Just tremendous. In fact, one could argue we had a couple great candidates here, but he deserved it. Shots good from Young.
He drilled one from deep in the first half, doing it again here in the second.
Brown outside. Pass to Curry for 3. And another 3 from the East.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Now, here is Young. James finds Young. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Young's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Shots are just flowing from him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Now the pass to Curry. Fires for 3. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Young looking around. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Jokic trying to free himself up. Antetokounmpo with the bucket. Antetokounmpo's got 11 in the second half. Outside Curry. Good ball movement here by the East. Durant trying to break through. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line. Two.
First one falls for him. And Brown drops them both.
You know, you really have to respect and appreciate what they've done at the free throw line in this half. It's been really good.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Back to Young. Doncic outside. 6 to shoot. From deep. And Curry pulls it down. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the East All-Star.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
At the line for 2.
Free throw good by Curry. And both free throws good for Curry.
And give them credit for the work they've done at the line. Nothing new. They're always impressive in terms of free throw shooting, but still worth mentioning.
Jokic high post. To the middle. Here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Another high IQ pass by Jokic. I mean, he knows all eyes are on him, and so he gives it up to a ready shooter. That's just good basketball.
Now here's Harden. Tries from 10. Durant trying to break free. Brown, good. Brown's got 26 points.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over.
And a wise move to call timeout there. They need to settle down a bit. They've been playing out of control at times here, and it shows with their turnover numbers.
The West trails by 16. Giannis outside. Pass to Jokic. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Kevin Durant.
Well, I love how crafty Jokic is. You know, he basically baits defenders into committing the foul once he gets deep position.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And he's given them a good contribution at the line tonight, getting there a lot and delivering on his opportunities.
Brown outside. Doncic against Harden. Outside Curry. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 4 assists now tonight.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Count that one. The East All-Stars lead has been cut back down to 14 on those points from Doncic. 1:41 left to play here in the fourth. Inside. And the basket by Curry. And it's 29 points for Stephen Curry.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
And it's Doncic missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Back to Harden. From the arc. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. The West trails by 16. Jokic, that's a 2-pointer. Again, the West All-Star.
You know, when Jokic is this well-positioned, he's deadly, making the catch and shoot look seamless.
Harden against Doncic. Round kicks to Curry. LeBron with the block. Doncic outside. Offensive rebound. Giannis on the follow.
You can tell that Giannis takes pride in his activity level, the way he plays, his intensity level. And you see the result of that activity on second chance buckets like this.
Now, here is Harden. Round the pass to Harden. At the top of the key, Curry. Good ball movement here by the East. The East All-Stars need to get another shot. Drills it from outside. Curry's got 32 points.
Tell you what, it's just one of those nights where Curry finds a rhythm and just keeps on flowing. This show never gets old.
So it's the East All-Stars winning this one easily.
And guys, while the result and the bragging rights go to the East, this was truly a night that belonged to the fans. I mean, it was another great showcase of the world-class talent across the NBA.
It seems to get better and better every year, doesn't it, Greg? Huh? So fun to watch. It was certainly a fun evening. We thank all of you for joining us and watching with us. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll see you again next time.